Good morning, everyone. This is Eva with Stitching in the Interlake. Thank you so very much for joining me today. Um, just to do a little bit of refresher on, there's my Lilybell. She's in the bed, covered up in the blanket. And Jonas Sir Wine-A-Lot is over there in his little hut. I hope you saw that, because I didn't see it. Okay, so I know there was some controversy over what I discussed yesterday, but I can't do anything about that. It's whatever you want to believe, and I always say that. Just because I believe it, or just because it is something that is part of my knowledge base, doesn't mean that you have to, right? So if you choose to believe differently, by all means, go to it. So anyway, alrighty. I just want to go through here again for those who are new. And if you are new or you're just passing through and you're watching this, like I said, my name is Eva, and I am in the Interlake region of Manitoba. And Manitoba is in Canada. So the Interlake region is kind of north of Winnipeg. Okay. So there's a whole, it used to be much smaller. Okay. And then they started amalgamating health districts and that kind of stuff. So it's a big area now, from Selkirk all the way up to Moosehorn, Fairford maybe, and all the way down St. Laurent, and that. So it encompasses a huge area. So, alrighty, and today is an overcast day. It is windy out there, and it is much colder. Alexa, what's the forecast?
In Oakville, it's minus 10 degrees Celsius with mostly cloudy skies. Today, you can expect snowy weather, with a high of minus 8 degrees and a low of minus 18 degrees.
Yeah, so she says it's going down to minus 18, and when I looked on the weather network, it was minus 21. I don't know who you want to believe, but anyways, it's getting cold. And with the wind chill, it's supposed to get hit minus 28 or so. So, yeah, I'm glad I'm not going anywhere until Friday. So, anyway, this is what I have as a GIFT away. This is going to, the last day, or the day that I am doing this DRAW, is on the 6th of December. Okay. So I would ask that if you are interested in this, to please get your name in, and you must be a subscriber, and you must put the names of my sidekicks in a sentence. Okay. And all of that is to help prevent the bots from adding names, So it's just a safeguard. Oh, that tea's nice and hot. Mm-mm-mm. So this is an 11 count. It is 91 by 68. So it is basically, the stitching area is about 85 by 62, give or take. But it's absolutely gorgeous. It is absolutely beautiful. And I got this years ago. And I just looked at it. Well, I looked through a lot of my stuff and I thought, I'm not going to be able to stitch this. It's just, no. I like it. Because I'm an angel person. And so anyway, because I have quite a bit of the Celtic like Angel of Love, and forgive me, I don't remember who did them, and I know you're screaming it at me, and I can't. It's not Joan Elliott, is it? Or is it not Told in the Garden? It's the other one. Yeah. So, anyways, that one. Yeah, as if I remember it. I'm brain dead. I'm tired again because Sir Wine-a-Lot at about, I don't know what time it was, 5 o'clock, he started bouncing on my chest and, started pawing at my face and licking my nose and meowing in my ear because he wanted to go out. So then I put him out. I thought, oh, great, I can go back to bed. No, within 15 minutes, I was up again because Miss Twinkletoes, Lilybell herself, had to go out. But I did try to go back to sleep, and to no avail. To no avail. It just... So you know where I'm going to end up. Right over there. That's where I'm going to end up as soon as this video is done. So I've done this a little bit earlier so I don't have to worry about being cut off because of my alarm. And so yeah. So I am working on Father Christmas. And it is, just a minute here. Let me get this one here in. Okay. All right. So that's Father Christmas. And here, I'll just grab them so you can see it. That's it. The picture is terrible, but it's it's just beautiful. So right now I am working roughly about here between reindeer's antlers. Okay. Right there. So if you see, let's see here. Right, where am I here? Oh my gosh. Yeah, right over here. Well, I'm not working between the antlers. I'm down here beside the antlers. Okay, so I'm just down here. But this is, okay, let's see here. This is, where's Santa? Come here. Let me see. I'm trying to get him. Oh my gosh. Where is he? Where is he? Oh, yes. I tell you, I'm not seeing things. This is Santa's face right here. Okay, those are his eyes. And this is his beard right here. So I have stuff to do in his beard. And there's his cloak. Okay, right down. And the owls here, you see here, there's an owl right there. This is the body, this is the wing, and that's where the other wing will go. And so I have that one, and this here, oh my gosh, I'm trying to see backwards, and I mean, I have a hard enough time seeing forwards, let alone backwards. Okay, let me see here. Okay, so that. Oh. Oh, yes. Okay. There is the other owl. So all right here. Okay. This is a wing. This is a wing. This is its body right here. Let me see here if I can put that up there. You see a little bit better there? So it is coming along. I am working with 931 right now, which is a dark teal. And I am making my way through. So yeah, I think I'm going to have to lay down here. I'm just... I would really like it if I could sleep until 7 in the morning. But I even went to bed and it was after 9 o'clock that I fell asleep. So it's not like I took my meds at 6:30, 6:45 actually. And by the time they started to work, it was like 8 o'clock-ish. And I fought it off for a while. I put Lilybell and Jonah out and brought Lilybell back in. And I think Jonah actually came back in. And gave them, well, yeah, because Jonah was in. Otherwise, he wouldn't have gotten me up this morning. In the summertime, it's so much easier because he's outside and he doesn't come in until later. So, but yeah, just tired. I think many of you understand that, you know. I'm not a night owl at all. I mean, I used to be, but for me it is that I could sleep until, say, 3 o'clock and then get up, you know, and drive. And because I didn't mind driving in the middle of the night. Sometimes I would get up like at 11 o'clock or whenever, or sometimes even earlier, 10 o'clock I would start. And I would drive until sunup. And it was wonderful out there on the highways. Even in the middle of winter. In the middle of winter, it was wonderful. It was wonderful. You know, all the creatures you saw on the road. There was one time when I was in Northern Ontario and a family of bobcats went across the road. And that was nice to see. There was mom, dad, and 3 kits. I'm not sure. Maybe 4. I think it was 3 though. And so that was really nice. And I have seen a cougar or a mountain lion or a puma out there also cross the road. And the reason why I could tell is because of its tail, when I saw its tail. And yeah, just beautiful. And of course, all the moose and the deer and foxes and rabbits and whatever else, you know. It's certain times of the year, it's just the road is just littered with rabbits. Not very pleasant. But anyway. So yeah. But now it's like, oh, forget it. I don't drive at night. I hardly drive at all. And once I move in January, then I'm going to, I don't really have to go anywhere. I'm in town. And the town has 2 stores. It has a lumber yard at the moment, but they're pulling out. And so the town is trying to get another lumber yard to come in. And it's got a pharmacy. It's got the post office, library, seniors resources. It's just, I think that Aristyle, I think, has more life to it than Lundar. Lundar didn't seem to have a lot of life, especially after I left. Yeah, it was not, I don't know. I know they're small communities and I know they're way out and that, but they are on the only route to the north. And that you can get up there to Thompson, the Paw, Flin Flon, Lynn Lake, up in that area. Like, it's just, yeah. Yeah. So, it is a major thoroughfare. And then, of course, on Highway 6, then in the wintertime, you can go on the winter roads, the ice roads. And that. I was going to say, kind of off topic, I just remembered. I watched a movie the other day. Didn't even tell you about this. And it is called Harry Price Ghost Hunter. And it's another British show, and it was just phenomenal. Now, I know there was another show, there was another movie that was kind of sort of on the same line of the first kind of paranormal researchers. And Harry Price was an actual person who was born in the late 1800s. And he went around and he tried to explain paranormal phenomena. And this movie is sometime in the 1920s. I don't know when it was, but yeah. And it was really good because I like period pieces like that. And it was, and the other movie that was similar to that took place in the late 20s or early 30s. I can't remember. And I wish I could find it because I'd like to watch it again. And it followed a woman, basically a parapsychologist, who was or a woman who was studying spiritualism or whatever, and she was a total skeptic. And so was Harry Price. And, but the thing is, one never knows, right? So I'll leave it up to you to watch Harry Price. Very good movie. And, so it was interesting. It was very interesting. And I think I watched a Christmas movie yesterday. Yesterday was a blur. And I think today's going to go the same way. It's just not, it's not good for me today. So, but I did watch Wheel of Time on Amazon Prime. Is it ever good? Is it ever, ever, ever good? If you liked Game of Thrones, I think you will like this. You know, the thing about Game of Thrones, it was a lot with, there was a lot of political stuff going on, and there was a lot of sex, right? There was lots of sex and nudity and everything else. Well, so far the only thing on this one I've seen is one guy's butt, and that was it. And thank you, that's all I need to see. Actually, I don't even need to see that. But it's really good. It's really female dominated. And it's more about a matriarchal society than a patriarchal. Okay? Because most are just men rule the world and that's it, right? And women have no place in anything. But in this one, it's actually the opposite. And women are warriors, women are healers, women are, they run the government basically, or their society or whatever. It's very good. My son Christopher, actually, when he was about 13 or so, I think, he started reading The Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan. And I can remember getting him for Christmas several of the new books that came out. And I don't know how many books there are, like 10, I think. 12 maybe. But anyways, it's very good. It does have some fantastical beasts and that, but it's not and it's around magic and that kind of stuff, right? It's well done. It is well done. It has only, well, I shouldn't say only. All the actors so far have got British accents. But the filming, I looked it up, was in Croatia, Bosnia, I think. All in that area. And I mean, it's just it's just so beautiful. It's just well done. And they are already working on season 2. And every Friday there will be a new episode put up. So far there's only 3 episodes now, even though it just came out. I guess they wanted to get you so that you're hooked and not have to wait. But anyways, I just found it really, really, really good. And yeah. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, in the fantasy, sort of Game of Thrones like, okay, then I would suggest that you check out Wheel of Time. Having trouble speaking today. Sorry. And I get that way more so when I'm tired. It really shows its ugly head. So, but yeah. But otherwise, not much else. I saw on TV there that they had that the driver who ran over all those people in Waukesha, Wisconsin, he was in jail. And he actually went before the commissioner. And his bond was set at $5 million. And during the proceedings, it was noted that a 9-year-old, I think it was a 9-year-old boy, succumbed to his injuries. And this man had an extremely long arrest record. And most times he was just, bail was set $500, $1,000, and he was let go. So anyways, 2 days before this incident, he had been arrested, or no, maybe it was the beginning of November. He had been arrested for, or maybe it was 2 days before. Can't remember. But anyways, he was arrested for domestic abuse and for running over the mother of one of his children. I don't know why they do that. Kid here, kid there, kid over there. Just keep it in your pants. But anyway, and he was let out on a $1,000 bond. He was a convicted, I don't know if he was a pedophile or if he was just a sexual assault. He needed to register as a sex offender. So forgive me if I've got that wrong. But I know he was supposed to register as a sex offender in Nevada. And he had a slew of charges there in Nevada. And he never did. He jumped bail numerous times. On the day that this incident happened, he was, he had assaulted. There was another domestic abuse. And he was running from that before the cops got there. And the cops are already following him. And he ran through the barricades for the parade. And what they believe or they allege is that he deliberately ran into people. And I guess you would have to, if you're fleeing from the police and you are running at a high rate of speed, and even though you see lots of people, hundreds of people there, and you still continue and you accelerate, I think that's deliberate. In my opinion, that's deliberate. So now, so far, he's only been charged with 5 homicides. And like I said, the bail was set at $5 million cash bond. So I'm not sure about how bonding works, but I think it is that it's not 10%. It's that you have to have the 5 million in cash, not sureties. You have to have it in cash to be able to let him out. So he was there in court, or for his hearing, bail hearing. And he was there and he was hanging his head and everything, and he wouldn't look up at anybody, and so now they are trying to find out. Well, they want to know who the lawyer or the judge was that let him out on $1,000 bond, because that was just a ridiculous amount. And he should have been in jail for the assault on his, I don't know, the woman who had his kid. And yeah, like it's unbelievable. But it's funny how with a certain someone who just got acquitted, that he was, the media jumped all over it and accused him of being a racist and a terrorist and all that kind of stuff, right? And that he had targeted a different race, which he never did. He never crossed state lines with a weapon. But I agree, I don't know why he had an AR-15 in his possession. Why does someone need that? Why does someone need it? That is a killing device. That is meant to kill. That's not meant to defend. That's meant to kill. Okay? So, but anyway, they made this person out to be a racist. And there still is all this hullabaloo about this other race feeling like it was maligned and targeted and all that kind of stuff. Yet, there was only this young man, boy actually, who went there to clean up graffiti and to prevent looting. And yet he was targeted as being racist. Okay. And yet there were no people involved. None that were involved that were of the same race as this person. And yeah. So it's just, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, Like, I just find that whatever it is, if you do that, if you do an intentional crime, whatever it is, you need to be held accountable. And this guy here who, ran into all these people at the parade, he needs to be held accountable. And of course, now the media is saying that it was the SUV that he was driving that did it. It wasn't him, it was the SUV. And oh yeah, that's going on, right? And it's the same like the old adage. Now, I'm not a gun person. I am absolutely zero gun person. And I don't understand it, why someone needs a weapon to, I mean, is life so dangerous? Are you as an ordinary person so afraid of being mugged, killed, all that kind of stuff? And if you are, then perhaps look at where you're living. Perhaps look at your lifestyle. Why would someone want to jack you up? I understand, like, there are purse snatchers and there are, people who jack up vehicles and don't care who you are. Same with businesses, don't care who you are, what color skin you have, nothing. They just want the money for drugs. And I will say drugs because I think that's what it mostly is. So, but, like they would say that guns don't kill people, right? That's what the gun enthusiasts say. Guns don't kill people. People kill people, right? That guns are just an extension of the person. That's all they are. It's not the gun itself that's killing people. It is the person's intent. So then if that's the case, then this guy, it's not the SUV that killed people. It was, this person. If it was a drunk driver, just say it was a drunk driver, okay? Would we be still standing here saying that it was the vehicle that killed all those people? I don't know. I don't think so, but could be wrong. So, anyway. Oh, so if you're just passing through, thank you and welcome. To any of my new subscribers, thank you so very much for joining my little family. Yes, I know that sometimes I talk about things and it's a bit controversial and all that. I'm just making conversation, Like, I know others like to talk about just mundane things and that, I cooked this for supper, or I went looking on various cross-stitch sites and I found this, and this. I don't know. I like to use my platform to kind of maybe educate not only you, but me. Because you all seem to respond and it makes me think, and it's, and I like that. I don't have all the answers. Just a bit of, excuse me. I don't have all the answers for sure. But I just post things like this, and I like to hear what others have to say. Because you're in a totally different area than I'm in, right? So I haven't walked in your shoes, or as we like to say up here, in our moccasins. And my voice is only one voice, right? If you take what I'm saying too seriously, then I don't know, maybe you need another pastime. And maybe this channel isn't for you. So, but anyway, to all those that have joined me, please consider subscribing, giving me thumbs up, telling me a little bit about where you are. There's a new lady, she's from New Hampshire. Thank you for joining me from there. And it's wonderful to see you all. And I pray that somehow you find enjoyment in watching me stitch. Not every day am I coherent. I am just, sometimes I just fumble and bumble through and that, so, but, yeah. So, if you are new to my channel, would you please let me know how you found me? Because I'd be very interested to know where it is that people find me. You know, is it word of mouth? Is it that you just scrolling through FlossTube and you found me? I don't know. But anyway, this is only for entertainment purposes. So, alrighty. So, let me get comfortable here again. So, may you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be well. May God bless you this day and every day. I love you, and I know that you all feel, or well, most of you feel the same. So, from the little town of Oakville, Ontario, Oakville, Manitoba, Canada, not to be confused with Ontario, okay? Because Oakville, Ontario is a huge city, and it's part of the GTA. So, this is not. This is not. So, here, so Miss Twinkle Toes will say goodbye. And Jonah Sirloin, who's in his bed, and myself, Eva, I pray that you will come back tomorrow. If you'd like to enter into this for Christmas Eve Angels, then please put the name of my sidekicks in a sentence, and you must be a subscriber. So thank you again for everything, and please join me again tomorrow. And if you don't like what you see, thank you anyways for stopping in. And not every channel is for everybody, you know. So may you have a wonderful day, and I am going to, that sofa there is calling me big time. So anyway, talk to you tomorrow, peeps. Stay well. God bless you. Bye. Toodaloo.